Right, okay guys, so today's going to be a good old-fashioned pickups video. So got a few bits here, not a massive amount. Some of them are from Christmas, all movie related. Let's get on with it. Right, so first off, I have got Star Trek Nemesis on 4K. This is one of the things I had on my list because I had 4 films to still pick up on 4K. I don't go for 4K with everything, but I do like to do it with a lot of heavily special effects sort of films. So Star Trek obviously falls into that category. Now, I know what you're saying. Insurrection's a terrible film. I would argue it's actually not that bad when you consider some of the stuff we're getting now. Certainly a lot better than, for example, Into Darkness, you know, so, and I'd argue it's better than Star Trek Beyond as well. So, yeah, although it wasn't the best of that era, I still think it's better than a lot of the modern stuff. So, yeah, Star Trek Nemesis. And, of course, one of the other ones that was on that list was Star Trek Insurrection. Now, this is another one that got a lot of criticism. Now, the interesting thing about this film, again, I don't think it's as bad as people say. One of the criticisms I hear from this all the time is, well, it's just like a feature-length episode, right? Okay, what's the problem with that? Did you not enjoy watching these films because you enjoyed the Next Generation TV series? You know, there were feature-length episodes in the TV series, so why are we complaining that this is another feature-length episode? Yeah, all right, you know, you might say that the budget didn't reflect in the film, but then I do believe this was one that had the budget cut back on it, maybe. Let's be honest, the only reason anybody ever really complains about this film is because this film followed probably the most popular film in the franchise, next to maybe Wrath of Khan, but it's certainly the most popular out of the Next Generation era of films, and that was First Contact. So let's be honest, this film was probably never going to stand up to the levels that First Contact was at. So either way you looked at it, I don't think this film really had a chance. Like I say, I don't think it's as bad as people make out. I think people overshadow it a bit too much. But anyway, it's just my opinion. So now, as a result of now having this and Nemesis, I only need 2 more now, and that is The Voyage Home and The Final Frontier. So 4 and 5. So that's all I need, and then I've got all of the Star Treks. I should add, that is just the original era of Star Trek. I'll say original, I know Next Gen is in there, but you know what I mean. This is not including the new ones that have come out that were done by Abrams. I'm not counting them. So yeah. Anyway, moving on, we have got Hot Fuzz. Now I do know that I normally put the prices down below. I'll have to do that in the edit because I forgot to write them down. Picked this one up, Music Magpie. I know it was a reasonable price, a lot cheaper than I'd seen it anywhere else, and it was the only one I needed to complete the Cornetto trilogy. If you're wondering what the Cornetto trilogy is, well, that is Shaun of the Dead, this film, and then World's End. This was the only one I didn't have, so I've now got this in the set, so we've got all of them. Also, a favourite with my youngest, because he used to sit there and laugh along watching this with me, so this is one of them he really enjoyed. Lost Boys, 4K, another Christmas present, another one on my list. One thing I can tell you, just like the Star Trek films, is this film looks glorious in 4K. It really does. Don't get me wrong, you do notice it on the Star Trek films, but I think you notice it more on this one because, let's be honest, this is a much older film. And I had this on DVD up until now. So there's a huge picture quality change, you know. Maybe if I had had the Blu Ray in between, I might not notice so much, but going from DVD to this, you really notice it. Really good picture, and I should also add very good sound as well. I noticed the sound was really good on this. Like, it was almost like someone had amplified the original sound from that film. Again, like I say, you know, the original was it 86 or 87? I forget now, one of the two. So it is quite an old film. So, you know, you do notice the difference when someone's improved it. So yeah, a very good transfer, very good. If you're wondering whether to get this on 4K, is it worth it? Believe me, it is. Pick it up, it's really good. Also, it comes in one of these slim cases, which I've got to be honest, I'm a big fan of, because when you got a lot of films like me, space is a premium, and these take up a lot less room. So I'm very happy with these cases. Right, moving on to the next one. Sorry, I have to keep ducking down because it's right down here where I've got to put them. So, right, Lego Movie. Again, can't remember the exact price, so I'll put it down below, but I think it was £2 something. It wasn't a lot. Now you're probably wondering, why on earth as an adult Lee have you got Lego Movie? Well, two reasons. Number one, I'm not against watching cartoons. I don't care what anybody says. All men watch cartoons. We're all big kids, regardless of our age. I don't care what anybody says. You watch them, you just don't admit it. And I've got a lot of memories of this one because I remember taking Connor to go and watch this when it first came out. And he was very young then, so taking him to the cinema wasn't always easy. He was a bit squirmy sitting there watching. So, and of course, most kids have quite a short attention span. But this was when he was glued to and was laughing and asking questions all the way through. So I've got a lot of memories of watching this with Connor. So obviously I wanted to pick it up and give it a watch again because even I enjoyed it. I've got to admit, there's a lot of adult jokes in here that go over kids' heads, you know. So it's not just for kids anyway, this film. It's very funny for adults too. So that's why I got it. And let's be honest, this is the main thing, right? Memories and fun, and just the fact that it is, you know, something that I enjoyed with my kids. So that's what this is all about, right? So that's Lego Movie. This one is not for me, I'll be honest. I've only picked this up because I have it in the collection. It's not mine, it's more the missus and Connor's. I don't even like this, if I'm honest, but I picked it up because I saw it for a reasonable price. And that is Paddington on Blu Ray. So I think this one came from a charity shop, if I remember right. This one I think might have been £1. So yeah, get rid of the DVD, replace it with a Blu Ray. So that's Paddington. Like I say, not much to say on that because I'm not a fan. This one was for the missus because I need to switch out all her ones too. So I picked up Sex and the City 2, which was also £1. Trust me, this is not something that I would ever watch. I can't stand her for starters. But it's another one that's a DVD that's, let's be honest, DVDs take up more room. So I'm quite happy, even though they're not mine, to just replace them, just so I've got more space. So yeah, Sex and the City 2. Again, not going to say much about that. Never watched them, not interested. Then we've got second to last, Star Trek Voyager. Now you're probably looking at this going, my God, Lee, why on earth have you, number one, bought that on DVD? You don't tend to buy DVDs, you're replacing them. And also, why have you bought it? Because these have a habit of disc rot. And that's right, they do. However, I saw this come up on Amazon. It was like £5 for the complete set. And it's brand new, so I thought, well, let's be honest, if there is a shot of these not being disc rot, it's going to be a new set, right? Well, they're all right. I've managed to back them up on the PC because that's the reason I've got these. However, there is a disc that's already going, and I'll show you actually while I've got it on camera. It's already going, but it managed to transfer. It's not quite there. I don't know if I can show you with this light. You can see the patches there. It's just starting to go. That is not a dirty mark, believe me. I've rubbed it doesn't come off. That's the start of this right there. And it goes all the way around. It's just that you can't really see it very well because of the light, but it's definitely going. So I've had enough of these sets have this happen to them. If you've watched any of my previous stuff on my main channel, you would have seen me talking about the thin versions of the DS9 sets. I had a couple of them go on me. However, I got round it because not only did I back up the ones before they went, but the ones that did go, I replaced them because these ones are the ones that go. The flight case ones are the ones that don't. Now, I don't know for sure with Voyager, but I certainly know that's the case with DS9. And I would have thought Voyager coming out around the same time on DVD is probably going to be made by the same people. So if you're wondering how to get these on DVD without getting the disc rot problem, get the flight cases. The Voyager ones, that's the big plastic red ones. With the DS9 ones, that's the big sort of blue ones. For some reason, they don't go, and I think it's because they're better quality discs, probably done by better people. Let's be honest, these were the cheaper versions that they brought out later to save money with these silly plastic things. The flight cases were a big chunky case that flipped open, and then you got a see-through plastic tray inside with all the discs on. It was all much better designed and much more expensive. So, you know, the discs are probably going to be pressed and done a lot better as well, aren't they? So anyway, like I say, I've managed to back this up. Of course, I then realised that I still need to get season 2 and 3 because I haven't got them. So I have actually ordered them in a flight case version. They'll probably be on my next pickups video. So I've got them coming. So eventually I'll have all the Voyagers backed up on there as well. So that'll be nice. So yeah, Voyager season 1. And I should add, I've started watching it and I'll be honest, again, when I watched this, some of the earlier seasons are a bit clunky. I think it really started to ramp up a bit when it got to maybe 4 or 5, and it ended quite strong. Wasn't my favourite series, probably one of the worst, if I'm honest. But again, when you go back to this and look at it, compare it to some of the crap we're getting now, like Discovery and all that rubbish, this is a million times better. So it's actually not that bad. And I actually quite enjoyed the pilot episode in the past. I wasn't a big fan of that. So yeah, you look at it with fresh eyes. Let's put it that way. Anyway, that's Voyager. And then last but not least, this one's a gift. Got this from Martin, the Hobby Lodge. I'll link him down below. He gifted me this around Christmas time. He was going to get rid of it. And I'll be honest, I saw it, saw the condition of it. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind that. Because, I mean, it looks new still. And it's a VHS. So, and it's double team, I'll be honest. Double impact. I'll be honest, it's a film I don't actually own. So I've now got it on VHS. So, and it's a very pristine copy, which I'm quite happy about. So yeah. So anyway, we're ending it on some really old technology, guys. Not old to me, but probably seems old to you guys. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. And until next time, take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.